basically said something is not what it is. That's essentially what he said. Joe Bartolozzi started a gaming war.
Video disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. Do not spread hate to anyone mentioned in this video. Thank you. Joe Bartolozzi, I've seen your take about what makes you a real gamer, and I must say, man, you are right. To an extent though, but we'll go over that in today's video. I can't lie, Joe. You pissed a lot of ball and gun gamers off with this one. I couldn't imagine what Joe's DMs look like. I was going through the comment section and people was commenting some crazy stuff. Now
I did see what he said, and I have a take, but I'm gonna let it cook. Hold on.
Probably wondering, what could Joe have said to piss these ball and gun gamers off this bad?
If your main game is Madden, FIFA, NHL, or NBA 2K, you are not a gamer. You don't understand games. You only play sports games. They're video games, but you're not a gamer. I'm not going to say they're not video games. They're video games 100%. But it's like, if I'm thinking of a gamer, I'm thinking of a guy that like masters random niche games that nobody cares about but them. Like the guy that could solo run Terraria.
Basically, Joe was...
Bad take. Terrible take even. I would say very rare terrible take from one Joe Bartolozzi. I watch Joe. I mess with Joe. He's right a lot of times. This time he's not. You being a gamer or not is not dependent on what game you play. It's simply dependent on how much you play. Who are you as a person to try to exile or segregate these people? No, like no racial. I'm not trying to put that badge on you. But like, that's the best word I can use. Segregate this group of players from being gamers just because you don't like, respect, or whatever the game that they play. Now, the ball and gun gamer stuff is hilarious. I think it's hilarious, personally. But in terms of what Joe just said, how do you even come to that conclusion? Like, imagine going up to Tyceno and telling him he's not a gamer, even though he spends thousands of hours on the game every year. Perfect example too. Say you have two people that play the game a lot. They both have girlfriends. The girlfriends, neither of them know anything about games. They just know their man hops on the game and he plays it a lot. If you go ask those two girls if they date gamers, they will say yes, not knowing anything about any of the games. Why? Because they would still be gamers because they see the amount of time they play on the game, even though one is straight 2K and the other one is straight Minecraft. It doesn't matter. They're both gamers. See what I'm saying?
Saying a true gamer is one who doesn't subject itself to one genre of games. He was trying to say that you should be open-minded and willing to play anything. And people were going against him saying that being a gamer...
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. And especially, I'm not going to give Joe that type of bail because of who Joe is. Like I said, I know Joe. I don't know him, but I watch his stuff. He is very articulate when getting his points across. Now, this is just a clip. If he later explained himself in a stream or whatever, fair. But from the clip we see, he didn't say none of that. I don't know where you grabbed that from. I'm not going to lie.
It has nothing to do with the games that you play.
He literally said a dude that solo runs a niche game like Terraria and knows everything about it. So let me get, if I know everything about Paper Mario to the point where I can literally speed run it, am I a gamer? Even though Paper Mario is the only thing I know, you got to ask yourself those questions.
If you play the game, you're a gamer. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Both sides are right to an extent. There's a lot of nuance to break down in this topic, and I think this video will be very educational for you guys. I'm here to break the hatred cycle of the ball and gun gamers and the rest of the gaming community. So first we got to start this video and talk about what actually is a gamer. So I asked Google what is a gamer, and they basically defined it as someone who plays games. I even asked ChatGPT what makes a gamer, and it pretty much says the same thing as Google. A gamer is someone who plays games. So whether you play sports games, shooting games, RPG games, you are no more a gamer than the person to your left or your right. Now, as black and white as that definition may seem, elitism in gaming is the reason why there's so much discourse behind what makes someone an actual gamer. Some people tie gaming to their personality to make them feel special or superior. You often hear people say things like, I play harder games than you, which is them creating a false equivalence that playing harder games make them more of a gamer than you. There's also this weird time investment bias that people try to include into what makes someone a real gamer. Some people subconsciously think putting thousands of hours into a game makes them more of a gamer than others. It's important to understand that gaming is culturally diverse. Everyone
I don't think there is, well, I guess there has to be more of a gamer than less of a gamer, for lack of a better term. But if we're talking about, that's not really what the topic was. The topic was gamer or not. And I think that's how we should look at it. It's gamer or not.
Didn't grow up playing the same thing. Everyone came
But I
up
understand what
playing
he's
different
saying.
games,
He's saying
so we
people,
all see gaming.
he's saying people be like, yo, you not a gamer for real because you ain't beat Elden Ring before they patched Radon and like, it's people like that.
A different lens. It's sort of kind of like a gaming tribalism type of thing. Communities act as if their genre of games is the purest form of gaming, and that's when everyone starts treating their preference like the objective truth. And now that we got what a gamer is out the way, let's take a moment to talk about whether this take was racist or not. This isn't a political channel, but I hate seeing people correlate sports games with black people. As you can see, some people feel as though Joe was being racist. I've also had people in my comment section say things like, why is every ball and gun gamer with bad takes a person of color? So I'm gonna break down why some people think Joe is being racist and
brother, what? What? Okay.
Why people correlate sports
I don't
games
even know
with
how you
black
get
people.
to that
The
point.
biggest reason some black people feel as though Joe is being racist is because the shoe fits and it's a white guy saying it. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Joe was just defending black people online from the online racist. And the reason people correlate sports games with black people is because sports plays a huge role in black culture. 70 through 80% of the NBA is black. 55% of the NFL is black. And FIFA has large black influence across the entire world. FIFA, 2K, and Madden are the biggest sports games, and with those percentages, you can see why people correlate sports games with black people. That being said, some of the biggest creators within those games are white people. MMG, Throne, 2 of the biggest content creators in Madden. Badge Plug, Joe Knows, Cole the Man, 3 of the biggest content creators.
What does Badge Plug look like? We seen Badge Plug? That is, or he probably said it somewhere. I don't know. I never seen Badge Plug.
Content creators in Madden. Badge Plug, Joe Knows, Cole the Man, 3 of the biggest content creators in 2K. And I don't watch any FIFA creators, but I'm pretty sure there's some big white creators that play FIFA on YouTube. So again, sports games isn't just a black thing, it's an every race thing. And if you think only black people play sports games, you're just dumb. Bruh, you play the game way too much not to be making money in between matches. Don't worry, I got you. All you need to do,
bro. Chill.
Link in my said, and yeah, go get yourself some shmoney. Okay, so a lot of these sports gamers straw man the hell out of Joe's video, or they just simply don't understand what he's trying to say. Christopher London said, someone tell my guy to check ball in Pro Am 5s and see how much he scores. This dude named TJ said, tell buddy play us in those games and see how much of a gamer we are. How does
I see what they're saying, but like, it's not really about that. It's just like, but I feel it though, like they feel disrespected because, you know what I'm saying, they played the games at a high level. So it's like, you gonna say this game that I'm basically a pro in isn't a real game. That's basically how they try to get it off. They try to get it off like it's not a real game. That's essentially what they're saying, because you're not a gamer if you're playing it, but it's a game. So what are you saying? You're basically saying it's not a real game.
Is Joe saying you're not a real gamer if you only play sports games? Turn into Joe, you're not good at 2K. Can someone watching this video genuinely find me the correlation between that? Yes, Joe is not going to be good at 2K because he doesn't play 2K. You guys are probably not going to be good at League of Legends because you don't play League of Legends. I'm not going to be good at Valorant because...
Well, hold on. Now that I think about it, they kind of almost have a point, because it's like, yo, that's like saying, yo, basketball, it's not even a sport for real. Wait, no, it's just dumb. It's just a false equivalent because the take is just stupid. It's just a stupid take. I can't equate anything to it from a different genre or anything, because it's just a dumb take. That's it. He basically said something is not what it is. That's essentially what he said. So it's just a dumb take. I can't even like theorize, and you know what I'm saying? I can't do anything.
Why I don't play Valorant. 2K is also a weird game to prod yourself over in terms of competition. That game is overran with cheaters who use Zen and Titan devices.
Yeah, but like if you're playing the cheaters constantly and beating the cheaters constantly, then I would be proud of that. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen Joe Knows and them boys. I've seen his team run 5s. Them boys is demons.
To shoot automatic greens and lag switch people offline. Cheating is so normalized in 2K, people literally walk around with gamer tags that promote it. In fact, if you go on TikTok right now and search up 2K Zen scripts, you could literally find one for the free ski. It's not hard to get your hands on some cheats in 2K because there's a...
Also, people cheat in every game. Literally. Even the single player games, people find ways to glitch out the map to finish the game faster. It's called speedrunning. Literally. Is that not cheating? Is that not a form of cheating?
Part of the player base that just accepts it. Like some 2K players actually think cheating on a Zen is comp. And before I get those bot comments,
I'm not talking about,
oh,
that's
we have
not
to go against cheaters, so that makes the game more competitive. No, it doesn't. In that logic,
that's not what I just said. What I just said is, you heard what I just said. I just said, beating a cheater feels rewarding, which is facts. I've done it.
It doesn't even make sense, you bot. Competition requires a fair environment where skill determines the outcome. If someone is using a cheating device or cheating software, it's no longer about who's better at the game, it's who's better at breaking the rules.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel like we're also moving away far from the point. At this point, I feel like this is just fluff and yap right now, what's going on. No offense to bro who made the video, I'm just saying, like, we're kind of losing the plot.
It's okay though, that's a common mistake within the 2K community, confusing difficulty with competition. 2K isn't even a top 20 game in terms of esports viewership. The prize pool money is only 7 million with a peak viewership of around 70K. To put this into perspective for y'all, Fortnite is in 10th place in terms of esports ranking viewership, and they have an all-time peak viewership of 2 million, and the prize pool money is over 100 million. And again, Fortnite is in 10th place. So telling Joe to come hop on 2K after straw manning what he said doesn't even make sense, and it's not a logical response. And your game isn't even objectively a top 20 competitive game, so stop.
I don't know, like, am I missing something? If it's not a good response, then why does it matter if, like, about the esports numbers? Why bring up the esports numbers if it's not a valid, like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, maybe that one went over my head. I'll give you the grace of that one.
Getting emotional and flaunting 2K. Now, I know I just got on the ball and gun gamers ass, but I gotta wrap this video up by defending them. I myself used to be a 2K and Madden fiend. I don't play those games anymore because they don't pique my interest. There's also a bunch of cheaters, recycle systems, and the game just feels boring to me now. That's no hate to people playing those games, to each his own. That being said, there's this weird trope within the gaming community that if you play sports games, your opinion is automatically invalid. Just because someone's favorite game is 2K, Madden, or FIFA doesn't mean they can't have an opinion on gaming. If you only play Nintendo games, what makes your opinion more valid? If you only play From Software games, what makes your opinion more valid? Y'all get what I'm trying to say here? Now, I won't lie, majority of the people with the worst gaming takes are the ball and gun gamers, especially when they're saying things like this.
Here are 3 reasons why story mode games are trash, bro. Number 1, 0 replay value on a story mode game. Once you beat the story mode, then what, bro? You gotta buy a new game or you stuck in the same cycle of playing the same weak-ass story mode over and over again. There's no replay value. Nobody wants to keep playing the same story mode. When you play 2K, when you play...
I'm gonna be honest, that point is a little bit right. No replay value, not true. A lot less replay value than a 2K or a Street Fighter or a Call of Duty or any multiplayer game where you can hop online and run it back and run it back. Obviously, that's not even a crazy thing to say. I played Spider-Man recently for the first time. Spider-Man PS4, the remastered. I loved it. After you play Spider-Man, beat all the missions, where's the replay value? You get to swing around the city. Cool. That's fire. You see people do that. You used to see people do that on TikTok Live all the time. But is that really like what we're counting as replay? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't. That's nasty, bro. That's nasty, bro. That's nasty, bro.
Hey, Madden, there's hella different options. You got My Team, you got My League, you got Franchise, you got Dynasty, you got Park. There's online game modes.
You can't say that's a bad point right there.
Not final boss Elden Ring AIs, bro. Number 2, you're not competing.
That's facts too. If you beat a Elden Ring boss, why are you fighting him again? I mean, I guess you could fight him. You could make a different player and go fight him. Majority of players is not doing that. I'm sorry, they're just not. A majority of players lock into a play style and play like that, and then they don't go run it back after they beat the boss after 50 tries, bro. That's just not happening.
Against anybody that's
unless they get like an overpowered weapon and see how fast they can beat him. That's the only way I'd see it.
Dude, can't sit here and tell me playing against the AI you're considering that competitive gamer. If you ever play somebody who was actually good at 2K, somebody who was actually good at Madden, a real compy player, you wouldn't even get a first down. You probably couldn't even.
This is kind of null and void. This point right here is kind of null and void because, like, then you talking about compy player for single player games, you would just up the difficulty. Now, obviously, the difficulty gets to a certain point, which I think it's just different, bro. Because, like, it's like comparing an Elden Ring boss, the hardest Elden Ring boss, to the best 2K player on the planet. You play that 2K player, fried, boy. I guarantee you beat that Elden Ring boss before you beat that 2K player. And I'm not talking about Joe. I'm talking about you take 2 average players, 1 average Elden Ring player, and 1 average 2K player. Brother, I guarantee you beat that Elden Ring boss before you beat the 2K player, bro. So far, though, he doesn't have bad takes so far.
And score
Like,
buckets.
crazy
Y'all try
bad
to
takes.
compare that to an Elden Ring's final boss or a Clash, whatever y'all be playing, bro. I don't even care. Them games is trash, bro.
Now, hold on though. Now, if you were to go best player in 2K 1v1 versus beating the top speedrunner, that's different. Because at speedrunning, well, actually, it might not be different. It would definitely take you longer to do the speedrunning thing, but that's mostly like memory. On 2K, it's not really memory based.
It's not
Man,
competitive. You're not a real gamer if you sitting there playing against the AI, final boss AIs all day, bro. For 3, y'all sitting cutscenes for majority of the time y'all playing the game anyway. You might as well go watch a movie, bro.
that's not true. That's not true. That's a bad take. That's not true.
You sitting in cutscenes, barely even playing the game. Then y'all don't even get to choose y'all gaming path. Y'all are locked into one path that you gotta go. 2K is hella options. Rainbow Six Siege, hella options.
Locked into one path. It's a story game, so you're following the story, I guess. But 2K doesn't have different paths, so to speak. It has different game modes, I guess. So yeah, obviously, a multiplayer game in and of itself is going to be more versatile than a single player game in terms of game modes. It's just facts. It's just because it's a single player game. How many game modes are you gonna have for me to play with myself? Pause.
Madden, hella options, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and tell me that the games I play, the games I spend my time on ain't copy games. One of y'all play me in 2K or play me in Madden for some money. On God, I'm gonna scrape y'all, bro. And I'll hop on y'all games and I'll scrape y'all games too. But no.
Don't do that though. Don't do that because you don't know, bro. It might be a speedrunner demon pop out the woodwork, smoke you. Mario Kart demon pop out the woodwork, smoke you. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can't just be saying anything. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all play on monitors, put your headphones on and think you so much better than everybody else because I play on a TV and I play sports games. I'm a sports gamer, bro. I'm sorry.
Story mode games are not what create fans. It's multiplayer games. Do y'all understand that? Multiplayer games is what makes a fan base. Call of Duty, NBA 2K, GTA, WWE, Fortnite, Arc Raiders, whatever game you want to think of, guys, that's popular, it's because of multiplayer games. So you guys...
That's kind of a bad take too, because if that was the case, gaming would have never got off the ground because gaming started single player. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I guess you'd have to put it into a lens of now, but it's like, okay, he named all those. Okay, Mario, bangers on banger. Mario got more bangers in video games than anyone. Bangers. Sonic, single player bangers. Link has stupid bangers. Breath of the Wild, Wind Waker, stupid single player bangers. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't build a fan base? God of War, Kratos, single player. I don't know, like The Last of Us, single player. Like, it's kind of a nasty. Spider-Man, single player. That's a nasty take. That's a nasty take. I can't defend that one,
need
bro.
to stop running around with this idea that, oh, you haven't played a story mode game. That's cool.
Yeah, so takes like that are why people generalize them as a whole. I've actually made 2 videos speaking on those 2 guys alone, so you guys should definitely check that out. Now, in the same way you guys don't want ball and gun gamers speaking on your games, don't speak on theirs. Like, I can't lie, being completely unbiased, the ball and gun gamers be chilling. It usually be people from other comms talking about them first. And I really feel as though some people don't keep the same energy with the rest of the gaming community. If you're subscribed to me or you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you guys know I go for everybody. Nintendo fans buy the same Mario game every other year and they call it peak, but they don't receive the same hatred as a ball and gun gamer. Why is that? Overall, I want to reiterate, if you play games, no matter how good or bad, you are a gamer. Like, look at this comment from this dude named Moshi. He is completely correct. And if you disagree with that take, then you don't know about what a good game is. You haven't explored everything the medium has to offer. Moshi, to you and anyone that thinks like you, a good game to them is a sports game. You cannot.
Let me bring this up. Let me try to find a TikTok. Let me try to find a TikTok that completely explains what I'm trying to say.
Your opinion on anime isn't valid till you've cleared 500 series. You know, not like, oh, I've watched 18 seasons of Attack on Titan. That's one show. When you clear at 500, when you've seen the breadth and the depth, then you can start to have a valid opinion. But if you say, I've watched 20 shows, no, you've had a taste, and you're trying to tell me, someone who's watched 1,500 series, how I'm supposed to feel? Slow your roll, kid.
That's how y'all be sounding every time you say 2K is not a real game. I want you to know that. This is what you look like.
Not change that. Like I said before, I do think everyone should be open-minded and be willing to try new games. That way you could potentially have a bigger catalog of games and you don't get dried out as fast. So when you play a new game, if you like it, then you like it, and if you don't, then you don't. Cause I'm not gonna lie, it be the ball and gun gamers that be judging books by their cover. And if y'all did step out your comfort zone, I really feel as though you would like a lot of games, cause I used to be just like y'all. That being said, that's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel.
This ball and gun gamer needs to be exterminated. WVid. I like how he attacked it from both sides. You feel me? I got the same take. Leaving this vid as I came in with it, though. It's just a dumb take. Shout out Joe, though.